Hey, hey, double rainbows. I see you're, let's see, feeling right here. That's okay. That's cool. That's cool. I just, I'm checking my phone to make sure I'm really on here. Um, I'm not. Okay. No, it's not showing me nothing yet. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'm on. So, welcome. Uh, this is Sherry. This is in Sherry's opinion. For those of you who don't know me, um, please like this video, um, which means give it a thumbs up. Leave me comments. Um, write to me in the chat. Um, yeah, I see you, double rainbows. I see you, um, Miss Sherry. Yeah, makes me sound old. No, I'm kidding. No, I was. I've been away from the computer quite a bit the last few days. Um, I've been hanging out at my daughter's house while her and her husband are at work because she's getting some. Well, she's having a new bathroom put in her house, and so I'm kind of babysitting the house. And while I've been babysitting her house, I've been cleaning her house, like just stuff that, she's got three boys. They work all the time. So I've just been helping her out and stuff. And working around my apartment too. And I turned on YouTube earlier. Oh, there's something else I got to tell you too. There's a lot of other things I got to tell you that's been going on with me. But I'm not the type normally where it's like me, 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 me. But I thought I'd share some of the things that I've been doing. I just got out of the shower just a few minutes ago. My hair's already starting to dry, but I turned on YouTube and it's sitting, some of the YouTubers sitting there moaning and complaining about everything that they shouldn't be and getting paid for it. They'll sit up there for a couple of hours and bitch and complain, and they're getting all these super chats and stuff. And it's like, how is this possible? I seen one YouTuber in about 30 minutes' time bring in $1,000. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Um, and I am so tired because I guess I've been sleeping, but not that good, which is, I guess, normal for me. Um, but let's see. Um, let's um, um, what are you saying? You aren't. Your character is. You never complain. Oh, I get you. I get you. Um, well, I don't. I no. I guess I don't really complain that much. Um, I guess unless you know me, no, I'm kidding. Um, but it's like, good grief, sitting up there bitching and complaining, you know, and getting super chats. I'm thinking, you don't want to know what I'm thinking. But on the uh, thumbnail, that was my car that my husband, now my ex-husband, would not let me take when I left. When I left in January, I was not allowed to take a vehicle of any kind. Karma's a bitch. That's all I can say. Karma's a bitch. Um, but let's see. My grandson, my younger one of my daughters, he is 9, and the guys that are working on the bathroom are Hispanic, and he keeps trying to go in there and bother them, and I'm like, stay out of their way, stay out of their way. And he said something about he thought it was cool because they speak Spanish. So I've been teaching him how to speak Spanish. And I told my daughter, I said, this way he'll be able to say, my grandma taught me how to speak Spanish. I think it's neat. Uh, but I have been enjoying going over there. And I told her, I said, I'll tell you what, I said, from now on, why don't you pick me up on these certain days? I'll come over here and I'll clean and stuff while y'all are at work. I mean, I can't do it with them there. I mean, I have cleaned with just her there. But if all the kids are there and stuff like that, I don't think I'm going to be able to clean. I have before, and I've told them, okay, get your socks, put up your shoes, do this, do that. And they're like, not wanting to do it. And I'm like, they're yours. You left them there. You need to put them up. You're old enough, because they're like 15, 13, he might be 12, and 9. 9, 11, 12. Okay, 12. It's 9, 12, and 15. Because there's 3 boys, and they're 3 years apart. So, they're old enough. But it's been fun. It really has. Let's see. Oh, and my son, the other day, this piece of hair, I swear, I'm going to pull it out or cut it off because it does that all the time. It bugs me. Let's see. My son told me the other day, he said, you may want to smudge. And I said, why? He's never told me that before. And he said, well, the guy that I was hanging around with this weekend, one of the guys, he said, he has 2 entities. And I said, what do you mean by entities? I said, is it a demon? Because normally entities are demons. And he said he didn't say, and I didn't ask. He said that he had 2 entities. And I said, okay, there's differences. There's spirits, there's shadow people, there's entities, there's elementals, I said, and I don't really know what it is. So, but I told him, I said, okay, I'll sage. So I saged the whole house. I cleaned first because I feel like if your house is clean and then you sage, there's nowhere for a spirit, that's a bad spirit, has anywhere to hide. So, I'm drinking pop, so but yeah. Well, as far as speaking Spanish, um, I was born in Fresno, California, and we lived in Los Angeles and Bakersfield and you know in Southern California. Um, and I grew up in Selma. Selma is the same place that Jolissa Nunez, I believe that's her name. Um, she's missing from there. Uh, but that's the only place I really remember living was Selma. Um, but uh, when I went to school, they always said, "Good morning, class." And then they would say, "Good morning" in Spanish. And then everything was English, Spanish, English, Spanish. So I learned Spanish, but there's a lot of it I cannot remember because that was a long time ago. Um, but I'm teaching him the basics and stuff. So I told my daughter, I said, that way he can remember, once I'm gone and stuff, he'll be able to say, yeah, grandma taught me Spanish. So, and then let's see, I guess it was I guess it was yesterday. My days are running together because when you don't sleep good and stuff like that, your days run together. Plus, I don't get out. I don't go anywhere, which is strange that I've been getting to go to well, going to my daughter's. I can go over there anytime I want to. Um, that's not a problem, but I have to have somebody take me because I have no freaking vehicle. Mm. Um, and I'll never have another vehicle. There's no way. Not unless I, get a really good job or something. Um, you too, huh? Um, let me see. Tonight's topic is just whatever, I guess. Normally, I mean, if I have a topic, I kind of like to stick to it, but I really don't have one tonight, except just shooting the crap. Um, but I do want to mention some things that are going on YouTube that are important. Um, do you know of um, what is it? American Dream Chaser, I think is what it's called. Tony Dodge, the guy named Tony Dodge. And do you know who I'm talking about? Double Rainbows, because I think it's just me and you in here. Oh, there's 7 people watching. So, I mean, oh, that's not a Mustang. That is a 2018 Dodge Challenger. Oh, my days, yeah, they run together. And, we used to, when you're in school, you have to put the date and everything at the top of the page. Or if you're working, you always know the date. Well, I knew the date because everything that I did at work was dated. Um, so yeah. Um, I've been working on some of my jewelry. Um, I can show you this. Well, I've been doing a lot. I've been going through a bunch of papers and shredding them and saying, okay, I don't need this anymore. I don't need that anymore. And for some reason, I keep dropping everything. It's making me crazy. But I have a pendulum right here. I don't know if you can see it. Uh, it's a very it's a pendulum. The swing thing. Well, this one broke. I have three, and two of them are broke. That's why I use the white one. But I'm gonna get another pendulum. I want to make an Amazon wish list. Let's see. Let me see. I felt I need new glasses. I felt the bad vibes from that Tony channel immediately. Well, see, I never seen him before until Ryan Upchurch uh, went on there, and that was the first time I seen him. And look at that. You can really see my gray hair. It's over here. Yeah. It grows in like a skunk. It's just a big stripe. But I don't know. My daughter's wanting to do something with my hair. And I thought, okay, whatever. I'll let you. I'll let you. But this, okay. Let me see here. I'll show you. That thing keeps going out. But anyway, I got this long chain that I've had. It's just a cheap chain. It's gold and it's a twisted rope. But it's long, so I can just stick it over my head. I don't have to clasp it or anything. But I'm wanting to I've been working trying to get it on here. But I want to put this on this chain. And I can do it because it's got this little ring type thing. It's not real gold or anything, but it's gold colored. And it will all hook there. And I got out my needle nose pliers and all that so I can get that fixed. And I made this. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little turtle, like a sea turtle, and it's got a little colored thing on the back. And then I have this big turtle, and it's got a big clasp, so I can put this one. My cigarette's going right in the camera. Oh, oops. But I can put this turtle on a long chain because I have a long silver chain. I didn't realize it was right here, but I have this long silver chain that I have this on, and I like this. Oop. Let me see. Stop wiggling. There. It's like it opens. It's like a ball that you would hang on your Christmas tree or something, but it opens. So you can put like your favorite perfume, you can squirt it on a little square deal, like a tissue or something, and put it in here, and then your perfume is like that all day. But this one is also long, so I can just stick it over my neck. Hi Carol. How are you? We're just talking about anything and everything. I was complaining about YouTubers just sitting around griping and getting paid for it. That's what we're doing, just sitting around. Let me see here. Um, I am confident with my empath abilities now, and right right away I knew Tony's channel was well. Ryan caught him saying a couple of bad things. I didn't know if you might have heard of it or not. It was really pretty sick. Yeah, getting paid for a pity party. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It must be nice. Now, let me see. There is 9 people watching. More people need to talk and add to the conversation. Um, I joined TikTok. Oh, you can't really see this. TikTok's right there. I haven't put a video in it though. Let's see. And see, I have. Uh, yeah, see, right there. Cash App. But I don't know how to use it really. Um, like, where's my. Where is my link and all that? I don't know how to do that. Um, enter a bio. Well, this is full name. Hashtag. Hashtag, maybe? I'm not sure what that says or what that means. Hey, buddy. How are you?
Good. Had a very eventful, fun weekend, spending time with a lot of people.
Oh, well, that's good. Let's see. Your unique name.
I got to try boba and stuff as well. So.
Oh, isn't that a tea?
Yep.
Was it good?
Bubble milk tea.
Bubble milk tea.
Yep.
It's he said he tried a, what did you call it?
Boba.
Boba. That's what Kylie was, I guess, drinking.
Boba is really good. It's not like real balls in it.
Oh, okay. That's what Kylie or Sammy said Kylie was drinking, or she couldn't wait to have a boba with Kylie. Anyway, yeah, right. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, that's what Double Rainbows was telling me. Um, it says your unique name to getting paid by anyone. I guess In Sherry's opinion. Let's see. He's getting ice. What is that?
It's bubble milk tea.
Make sure it's good and cold, I guess.
Yep.
It's okay.
Does it have little balls in it?
I don't see any. It's supposed to have balls in it,
Those little, like black.
like beads or
Yeah,
something.
like this. It's what boba is.
Oh,
It's a cream thing. Vietnamese cream thing.
yeah, it's better cold because it kind of sat there and got cold. Well, now I can say I've tried boba. It's a tea. You don't have to give me more. I was gonna see if you wanted to drink it. I mean, I don't.
Well, there's balls in there now, so it's kind of
Okay.
Well, that came off.
What, dude?
Uh.
One of your brackets.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
I got a car that's gonna cost me $1,000 a month.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Insurance and car payment together would be
Oh,
$100
okay.
basically.
But you didn't trade your car off, right? The one that
No, I didn't.
with the black rims.
I still have it.
He went.
It's in repair right now.
Yeah, I know. He went and got himself a pretty much new car.
2019 Ford Escape.
2019 Ford Escape. Which, I mean, he's got a good job. I just told him he's got responsibilities to bills too, so we'll need to. You have other bills too, and we'll have to sit down and discuss that.
Yeah, for now.
Huh?
For now.
Yeah, for now. He's fixing to move to Texas, and I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna make it.
And there we go.
Huh?
Why not?
Brought me a bill. I'm pissed. Pissed. Yeah, my daughter asked me if I was going to get a job, and I said, yeah, I can get a job. How am I going to get there? Public transportation. Oh, my God. He comes and goes as he pleases. He's 18 now, so he can do what he wants. It must be nice. Carolina Girl is such a pretty name. I knew this, well, one of my mom's friends, when we were living in California, my mom's friend had a daughter named Carolina. And I always thought that was so pretty. You know, like Georgia or Savannah, names like that. I don't know. I thought it was cool. What?
Bathroom,
Huh?
bathroom,
What about it?
shower. And take a shower.
Okay.
You use bathrooms?
No, I'm good. Even though I cleaned the bathroom. Oh, and I saged your room. Jeez. Okay, listen, now I'm bitching. That's terrible. I'm doing what I'm bitching they're doing. Or bitching about. Let's see. Bummer you got hacked. People are so mean. Who got hacked? Oh, Carol did. Oh, Marcy. Psh, that's why I didn't know. Marcy. Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me you got hacked. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you, Marcy. You're under a different name. And I didn't give a crap. You know, I took a shower and just got on here. However, I don't care. I'm not going to worry about what I look like. You tried to tell me. I believe it. Yeah, something from Medicare. I didn't do my taxes last year. So I'll have to do taxes this year for this year and last year. I'll have them done. I don't know how to do any of that. Well, I could probably just do it online. I mean, all you got to do is fill it out. Can't be that hard. As long as I got the paperwork to fill in the numbers or whatever, I could do it. I'd kind of like to get a job working from home if I can. I don't want this tea. Sherry, it's me, Marcy. I'm sorry, honey. That's funny. But I really, I haven't been, um, I haven't been really on the internet. I've been listening to a lot of music. Try that. What is that? Double rainbows. Denise, what is that? Try that. Where'd it go? There. Link to something. It looks like Link-a-da-da. Ta-da! I had a granddaughter. She's bigger now, but when she was little, she used to say, dun dun dun, or let's see. No, I think that was her. They all have little things that they say that I remember. It's cute. Trying to stay calm. Yeah, just Marcy, are you stressing? Are you stressing because you got hacked? Ooh, and what is it's a site? Oh, I have to write it down. Better not write it on that. I never can hold on to anything. But I was gonna tell you, I've never been to the Dollar Tree where everything's supposed to be $1. It's not Dollar General or Family Dollar. It's Dollar Tree. And I got this little, it's a calendar, and you can put addresses and stuff like that in it. And it's for the year of 23 and 24. So I'm going to use this for YouTube. And I'm going to, oh shit, I am going to put all my, the creators that I know, all their emails and shit like that in here. And I'm going to try and start keeping track of what I'm doing, like if I'm going live or making a video and all that kind of stuff. Dollar Tree is nice. Well, for like, I guess disposable stuff, I did find a little plastic candy jar that says pick your poison, and you put like Halloween candies in it and stuff. And I thought that was cute. It was $1.25. Well, I guess nothing's $1. It's $1.25. But I thought, you know what? I never buy stuff. I just can't. So I went in there and I spent $20. I got a lot for $20. I wish I could show you. I don't know how I would show you though. I got these little bats, and they have little clips on them, so you can like pin them to your curtains or something like that for Halloween. So I got some of those. Balloons are cheap. Well, I mean, oh yeah. Well, I bought a little throw blanket for the couch, and it has little puppy paw prints all over it. Well, this morning I fell asleep with my coffee and woke up because I was wet. I had spilt coffee all over myself. I was like, there goes my blanket. No, it's dirty. I can't use it. So, I'll probably go to my daughter's and do laundry. But I want to set up an Amazon account, like a wish list, and I don't know how. So I'm going to need help with a bunch of stuff. Now, my like AdSense, I never get, well, I've been on YouTube for a couple of years, I guess. Yeah, because it was when the virus started. Because you can't say that word on YouTube, believe it or not. But when that started, I started YouTube. And I shouldn't try to read chat when I'm talking. You like stocking up on cleaning supplies and stuff. Yeah, see, like, if you can get like Comet Cleaner, the can or whatever, for $1, if it's more than that at Walmart, and you might, because it's the same thing, might as well get it at the Dollar Tree. Um, Cleaning supplies, stuff like that aren't bad. I'm kind of picky about my cleaning supplies. Like, there's a lot of things that I can buy generic, but like my soap and stuff, I don't like buying generic. Um, but they have name brand stuff there, so you found me at the Dollar General, no, or Dollar Tree. Hmm? Yeah, I'm wanting a dog. Which yeah, I think Marcy and Double Rainbows is talking to each other because I'm, I'm not following. You and Marcy met each other here. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. I really am. Remember when that guy was trolling, talking about our white god? Wow. Um, I wouldn't doubt it. Now, there was one evening when I was wanting to do um, a little bit of praying and stuff, and um, he came in and was trying to upset me. My son in law just sent me a message, and I don't think that's right because they always go to bed really early, and it's 11:15 here. Now, she has to get up at 2 in the morning to get ready to go to work because um, she's a manager where she's at. And managers always have to be there early. Oh, this might have been an old message. It's a picture of their new vanity. They haven't put it in yet. Well, they might have by now, but let's see. He sent this on the 17th. So that was yesterday. Hmm, that's weird. Okay. It's on this Cash App thing. It says choose a dollar cash tag. Your unique name, your unique name for getting paid by anyone. Um, okay. In Sherry's opinion, I guess. Just and then it says set. So I pushed it. It's not doing anything. See? No. See? It's not doing anything. I don't know why. Choose a cache tag. Choose a cache tag. It's not doing anything. I don't know. I hate to ask him because he gets all pissy when I ask him for help. He's like,
Hey, Mom,
what?
have you seen my deodorant?
No, I haven't seen your deodorant. It's probably in your bag. He has a bag that he takes every weekend and goes and stays gone all weekend and does whatever that he wants to. No. But no, I love it. I love being by myself and stuff. It's well, I mean I can, be half dressed or watch what I want or, just I mean I can anyway. Not the dressed part, but my hands are so dry. I need to put lotion on. Put in $sign and yep, that's what it is. Maybe it's too big. Okay, let's see. It says $sign in Sherry's opinion. Next. My hands are so dry. Probably couldn't even get fingerprints off me. Oh, there is a case I did see. I lied because I just remembered. I saw a video. I don't know if it was from today or not, but it was Chris McDonough and Josh. It was on the Interview Room, and it was a 2-hour video. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it was about this man who called 911, and we can watch a little bit of that. I can pull that up. Chris McDonough said to share it out. But this man was shot while in his car 6 times. It was ridiculous. Did you guys, any of you see that? It was terrible. Those cops should get in trouble because that man wasn't doing anything illegal. He wasn't doing, the only thing that he was doing wrong was he didn't get out of his car. And the police were wanting him to get out of the car. But he was having some kind of like mental episode or something. But he was not hurting anybody. He wasn't doing, he wasn't being violent or anything. So I don't know why they did that. Guess what, Miss Sherry? TIR had AW. Yeah. Oh, tonight they had him on? Oh, wait. I saw that. I seen a little bit of Josh on there, and then I seen a little bit of AWP on there. But like I said, I've been doing other things. Just I haven't been like I normally do, where I just sit for hours on YouTube. It's ridiculous. It's like, I got other things that I really need to be doing. So I turned my plants around and watered them and talked. I always talk to them. I talk to my plants every time I water them. And just, I vacuumed real good and uh, went through papers and put things away where they belong and that kind of stuff. I cleaned the bathroom.
Quick trip, okay. Bring anything?
You're going to Quick Trip?
Yeah. No.
Maybe an iced mocha coffee. That would be nice. I wonder if they probably don't. I like cake donuts. A Quick Trip has good stuff. I mean, I don't know if you have Quick Trips where you guys live. In Kansas, we had Quick Shop. And I was the deli manager at Quick Shop for a long time. I worked there. There was something I was going to show you. I can't remember what it was. I know my mom, I don't know if I told you, but my sister, when she came and got me the other day and took me to the doctor, she brought a bunch of stuff with her that my mom was trying to pawn off on me. She does that a lot. But it was good stuff this time. It was pictures of me when I was younger. There was a lot of good ones. Let me see here. Look, I don't know if you can see this or not. You see that? That's when I was a little bitty kid. Whoops. I was 5 years old. I think that was my kindergarten picture. Tara is helping them. I am so happy about that. Yes. Who's going to blow the case wide open? What case? On Kylie? Let me see. This is my great grandmother and my great grandfather. If you can see that. But, Indian, I guess. Look at him. Okay. This is me when I was, it says 17 on it. Huh. I used to be pretty. I'm old now. And this one was 4. So I was like 17 in this one. I had a cigar in my mouth. This is my son. When he was little, he's a grown man now, but that's when he was little. He was actually 4 years old in that picture. But yeah. I have some really old ones. Like, this is my mom when she was a baby. I don't know if anybody can see that or not. See how that's an old picture. That's crazy. But I thought I would take some of these pictures, and I'm going to look on Amazon and see if I can find some really tiny picture frames for these. Just really tiny ones. But I got a ton of pictures, which I'm grateful because my first husband, he wouldn't let me have any pictures that we had taken. I was married to him for almost 20 years, and he wouldn't let me have any of the pictures that we took as a family or anything. So, venomous silverback, welcome here. We're just kind of shooting the crap. My hands and stuff are so dry. Oh, I know why. I've been cleaning. It always does that. I was like, wonder why my skin is so dry. Duh. Venomous silverback, I know your name from other chats. I wished I knew who you really were. I just don't know. Isn't that nice? We can hide behind fake names and stuff, which not everybody does. I'm not saying that we're being bad or anything. Let's see. It's been a while, but thought I'd drop in. I'm so glad you did. Summer Wells case. What would you like to know or talk about? Don't forget the elbows. You're not hiding. I want I want some more tattoos, and one of them that I want is on one of my calves. I want an elephant, a lion, and a gorilla. I want really nice ones, and I'm gonna want to get a full sleeve over here. I have all my tattoos picked out. I want a voodoo doll. The one that I want is really cute. She has little buttons for eyes, and she has braids and a little heart, and she's got pins in her and stuff, but it's really cute. And I want We're All Mad Here, and I want a tattoo of a bat on my shoulder right back here. But I have a niece that is a professional tattoo artist. She works in a tattoo shop. I started to say salon, but that's not it. Ryan has opened up a can of worms. Well, get on there. Okay. Ryan has opened up a can of worms that was just waiting to bust. Like Popeye spinach. You know, when I was little, I used to say that. I want to be like Popeye. I love spinach. Yeah, I'm glad Ryan did too. He's a smart guy, and I knew that he wasn't crazy or doing drugs or anything like that. I think he's done a really, really good job at busting these people. Like Tony Dodge. Did you see that one, Venomous Silverback? I want him to work on Summer's case too now. I keep thinking, he'll bust them too. I think he'll do a good job with that. And I look like crap. I just looked at myself. Let's see. Nobody just disappears. No. Mm-mm. Nobody disappears. And I don't know if you, I don't know who knows, except for Marcy and Double Rainbows, that I do psychic readings and psychic medium stuff. But I've done Summer's case and Michael Vaughn's. And I did Gabby's and Suzanne Morphew's and all these people that come up missing and stuff. I do readings on them. See all the progress he has made in the Kylie Rodney case. So what do you think about Tony Dodge? Been following Daniel Robinson. Is he Daniel Robinson? Is he the one that was his car was found and he was like in the desert or something? His car was found in the desert. Yeah. It was on John Crimes. AADC is a weird one. Hang on. Let's see. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, it's sad. These children are coming up missing in such an alarming rate. Yes, and I believe they're being trafficked. A lot of them, not all of them. But do you watch by any chance AV Watchman? Because I've done a couple of videos on the situation that's going on. AAGC. In Arizona, and his dad's looking for him. Yeah. I seen all that was going on I started to say John Crimes, but it's not John Crimes. It's
What is the one in the back?
oh my god, I can't remember.
Volume down.
John
It's not mocha.
Q.
It's coffee.
John Q.
It's just coffee. It's not mocha.
Oh, thank you.
That's all I had.
That's fine. You didn't have to. Thank you. Let's see. You see, I see a lot of channels too. But John, I like John Q, and if you go to AV Watchman, he's a good guy. He's
Trans T. It's PC.
That's better. I like that one better than that one.
That's not tea. It's a milk tea. This is
Oh. I like the peach one. You just dumped it?
Yeah. I got this giant ass fucking thing of it.
Oh, I saged your room several times.
Really?
Yep. It's fine. And I prayed in there too. I always pray while I sage.
What, that I would stay?
No. I was praying about the spirits
Oh, yeah.
and, you know.
So they don't attach me from heaven?
No.
I told them
Pretty
I
much.
didn't know.
Huh?
You just deny them to come with you. That's all you do.
Okay, so you did tell him not to follow you home?
Yep.
There you go. See, he knows about this stuff too, because he's gifted too.
I didn't really get a bad vibe off of them, though.
And that's good. He didn't get a bad vibe, but he said he told
Very mischievous, but he's cute in a way. So
he told them to stay away from him, not to follow him home. So that's good.
time to crack open a beer.
My son says they're apple candy from Starbucks.
I love Starbucks.
Wait, what? My nephew has been missing. Wait. My nephew has been missing since 2015. What? Yeah, what is his name? Where is he missing from? All that. How old was he when he went missing? He was an adult, wasn't he? Ooh, a caramel apple drink. Ooh, that sounds good. My daughter bought me some caramel apples. You know how you can get a package of 3 or something like that at Walmart in their produce? That she works at Walmart, and she brought me some of those and some pumpkin spice hot chocolate. It's good. I already had one, but it's good stuff. I hate the glare on these glasses. Ugh, I hate it. There. Maybe if I move. Nope, it ain't helping. I'm trying to find a pen. You put it out there. And on blast. True crime. Yeah, double rainbows mods for somebody else. Some kind of true crime channel. Blast, meaning to get the word out there. Yes. That's what that means. All these newfangled words from you're in Alabama. You know, I've always wanted to go down there. Alabama, Georgia, all those places down there. Virginia. Damn things won't stay lit. And then I waste them, so he's very passionate and has a Facebook group also. Are you talking about John Q? Steve AV Watchman. He's on TikTok and YouTube. But he doesn't do much on YouTube anymore. It's like, I don't know. I think it's because his stuff is so it's so much of it is about kids and them being missing and stuff like that. It's you gotta watch what you say on YouTube. Gotta be careful about that stuff. He went out. What happened on the interview room when AWP was on there? I didn't see it, but I can play it. I don't watch AB. Let me see if I can pull up let's see. I will do this. I want to come on. Come on. What's the problem here? What's the big problem? Okay. So I'll pull it up first then. Sharing the screen was canceled. Oh, yeah, I canceled it. Oh, Jody Sue. Oh, well, it's not Jody Sue's channel. Let's see. The interview room. All right. There's that. Whoa. Can't do that. Let me see here. Okay, I pulled it up. Share screen. All right. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do, I gotta skip through the music. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Can you hear me? Let's see.
A lot going to go on tonight. We're going to talk about Jalissa Fuentes, and we're going to touch on Kylie. It's your boy.
Just somebody can cook, once in a while. So, speaking of making dents, we're getting ready to actually head out on the road again. Right now, we're wrapping up the second trailer. Like we have not had it done yet. We've been doing that for the last 2 days. We're going to be on it again tomorrow. It's Doug's trailer. It's identical to what we call the twins. In fact, we labeled a video called the twins as we were showing both trailers. But those are the twins. When people thought that we were the twins, is what we were referring to. Anyway, I roll out on the 20th at 6 a.m. Doug rolls out on the 23rd at 6 a.m.
So you're going two different directions?
Two different teams this time. This is our first official two teams out at the same time, and like I said, we're making dents, and I'm hoping to make a bigger dent and help as many families as we can in the next 45 days.
That's awesome. So fantastic. Guys, I have to tell everybody a simple story. I met Jared a while ago, and this guy's got a huge heart, and he wears it on his sleeve. And, we were sitting in Oregon at a stoplight, and I looked over and I see this guy sitting there, and I said to my sweetheart, I said, "Hey, that's Jared." And she goes, "No way." I said, "No, seriously, that's him." So do you remember I hit you with?
Is it echoing?
The text like, "Hey, nice." I think you were driving a Jeep.
Yeah, I was driving my daughter's 2000. The
text like, "Hey, nice." I think you were driving a Jeep.
Yeah, I was driving my daughter's 2002 Jeep Liberty. So I'm really surprised you even recognized me at that point.
I was, hey, I'm a trained observer, right? Not bad. So I hit him up with a text that said, "Hey, nice Jeep." And he was like, "What? Where are you?" And I
think it is.
We're right.
I think it is. Let me mute myself. There you go.
Down the street, and anyway, we had dinner together, and then the next day, where did you take me? What was that place where we went in the morning to have?
Well, we did the Looney Bean as far as for drinks that afternoon.
Yep, that's it.
I don't remember. We didn't do breakfast the next day, did we? We probably
no.
Did.
There was the next day. We went to pizza the night before, and then we came. You took me to that Looney Bean for donuts and hot chocolate and all the other stuff, coffee and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
And we hung out there for a little bit and chit-chatted. So it's good. Observations under that water of what you believe. Okay. It's never what it is. I had I met a guy, and I shared this on another podcast a while ago. I had a guy named Jigsaw John. He was in LAPD homicide for 44 years. Okay. That's what they used to call him, Jigsaw John. Okay. And I sat down with him, and I said to him, I said, "John, what's the secret?" And the first question he asked me, right, other than, "Do you want to know?" Okay. He says, "Are you teachable?" That's what he said. And I said, "Well, I think I am." And he says, "Are you teachable?" And he asked it again. I said, "Yes, I am. I want to know." And he told me some things. Okay. And this is one of those moments, I think, and you guys are proving it over and over and over again. And the smaller agencies are embracing it, saying, "Hey, we don't have this skill set. We need A, B, C, and D." Okay. And so now these agencies that are kind of in between the mid-sized agencies, the larger agencies, New York, LA, and all the other guys. I mean, those guys, they've got Navy divers and all this other stuff, and they're going to tell you that. Okay. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Okay. But you're really doing an amazing work for these families and these agencies that don't have the resources. And what's cool about it is you're doing it on your own, and the people that support you are supporting what you're doing. By buying your stuff, by subscribing, by doing all the things that you do. Okay. It's not free to drive in that clunky old junky motorhome that you have. Okay. I have an Airstream, by the way. Just kind of going to get a little dig in on you, brother. I'm teasing. But
they're both starting to bend, by the way, so they're actually cracking already. But look, I was told that the back end is not going to fall off and nobody's going to be injured, but it will eventually rip apart.
Yeah, dude, you got to get an Airstream. You got to get an Airstream. And just wrap it with AWP, and that because, you know, they put the astronauts in these things when they came back from the moon. So, but anyway, getting back to my thought process was, I think the more law enforcement agencies embrace this, and as I briefly share with you, you know, I was just training in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the first ever homicide task force for the Native American women. There are 1,500 Native American women that have been murdered across this country on reservations. And this was the third of 4 classes. We got another one in North Dakota coming up in November. But I had the task force commander on my show a couple weeks ago, and his name is Justin. And I used you guys in the classroom to this whole team of investigators. And I said, look, this is a perfect example of guys who come to the table with credibility. Okay? They have a track record. They've proven they're not, you know, wackadoodle, as I like to say. Okay. They are actually working alongside families, and they'll work alongside you. Okay. And if we embrace this, that is a powerful tool, because not only do they have a following, and I said this, okay, but they have this tool set that they've successfully mastered. And, you know, 24 victims of, you know, who have been missing for years. What's the oldest case you have?
30.
Carrie Mae Parker. She was missing for 30 years.
30 years.
Yep.
Yeah. And you would have also got Brian McKenzie too, you know, obviously with Frances. And I'm still very close to her, but you couldn't get into that other pond where they ultimately found him. It was on private property in there, and I remember that. So, you know, you would have actually had 25. Okay. But so we'll go with the 24 now, and then, you know, LE, but I know you met with those guys, Stanford up there in Jackson. You
they were
sat
great
down
to
with.
work with. Yeah, both. Yeah, the law enforcement as well as the local dive team and volunteer fire department.
Yeah, they're great guys, and that's the spirit. I hope that more LE will.
I hate when I have to come back to StreamYard to unmute myself to be able to say anything. But this is the one that I was wanting to show. Now, he says he doesn't show the whole video because the guy gets shot 6 times. So obviously he's not going to show that. Double Rainbows, what are you deleting? Venomous Silverback, I'm still here. Okay, did you see this one? Venomous Silverback.
Yeah.
We needed the part where well, heck, we missed the part where Jared said that. Okay, I'll go back to it. Um,
Can I say that?
you-
AWP.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things going on. So we only have
Yeah.
one position that's left. So I don't know if you're applying for it right now or not. But here's the thing.
I'm good.
So,
I'm good. Do you need a geisha? You need a geisha boy?
yeah, just somebody that can cook, once in a while. So, no, we're speaking of making dents, we're getting ready to actually head out on the road again. Right now, we're wrapping up the second trailer. Like we have not had it done yet. We've been doing that for the last 2 days. We're going to be on it again tomorrow. It's Doug's trailer. It's identical to what we call the twins. In fact, we labeled a video called the twins as we were showing both trailers. But those are the twins. When people thought that we were the twins, is what we were referring to. Anyway, I roll out on the 20th at 6 a.m. Doug rolls out on the 23rd at 6 a.m.
So you're
And
going two different directions?
two different teams this time. This is our first official
Fantastic.
two teams out at the same time. And like I said, we're making dents, and I'm hoping to make a bigger dent and help as many families as we can in the next 45 days.
That's awesome. So fantastic. Guys, I have to tell everybody a simple story. I met Jared a while ago, and this guy's got a huge heart, and he wears it on his sleeve. And we were sitting in Oregon at a stoplight, and I looked over and I see this guy sitting there, and I said to my sweetheart, I said, hey, that's Jared. And she goes, no way. I said, no, seriously, that's him. So do you remember I hit you with a text like, hey, nice. I think you were driving a Jeep.
Yeah, I was driving my daughter's 2002 Jeep Liberty, so I'm really
Yeah.
surprised you even recognized me at that point.
I was, hey, I'm a trained observer, right? Not bad. So I hit him up with a text that said, hey, nice Jeep. And he was like, what? Where are you? And I said, we're right down the street. And anyway, we had dinner together, and then the next day, where did you take me? What was that that place where we went in the morning to have?
Well, we did the Looney Bean as far as for
That's it.
drinks that afternoon.
Yep,
And
that's
then
it.
I
That's
don't
it.
remember. We didn't do breakfast the next day, did we? We probably
No,
did. I
that
don't
was the next day. We went to pizza the night before, and then you took me to that Looney Bean for donuts and hot chocolate and all the other stuff, coffee and all the other stuff.
Yeah,
And we hung out there for a little bit and chit chatted. So it's good. How's your family?
Family is amazing. Girls are good. Wife is. I just celebrated 27 years of marriage, so incredible that anybody would
Congratulations.
that long. This guy's got 4 years in now, I think. So yes, it's a long sentence for him as well.
Awesome. It's yeah, yeah. Well, at least you got a good parole officer there, so you'll be in good shape, Doug.
I'm just
You'll be in
glad that
good shape.
they have this whole community service program that locks him in. He's got the ankle bracelet on right now too.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. I love it. I love it. Well, I know you've got to jump, Jared. You've got a little bit, but I know that you guys are hot on the tail. So how's everybody been doing since the Kylie situation? Is that toning down, or what's the status there?
I think it's one of those things to where it's still in the news. It's going to stay in the news until there's further word from the investigation. And one of the things about the investigation, I mean, we have our stance. We've spoken publicly about what we believe based upon what we've seen. And there's a lot that people are making judgment calls as to us voicing our opinion, and people want to hear our opinion until our opinion doesn't align with others, and we're okay with that based upon all the evidence that we have. Now, if law enforcement comes out and they say, we believe otherwise, we will support their decision. Will we believe it in our hearts based upon what we've seen? We never will. But we have to accept it, and we will continue to move on to the next case, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to find the where and let them figure out the how and if there's a who involved.
Yeah, and that will also tie into why did this occur in relationship to the totality of all the evidence pointing in a certain direction. And you've been like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me ask you this though, because I mean, you are law enforcement, okay? We don't do things
Retired.
retired, and so we don't do things as others always want us to do. We work with the families. We notify families first instead of law enforcement. We identify with 100%, certainty before we, include law enforcement if they're not standing there with us. That's families first for us. So I kind of want to come back to that question. Do you agree or disagree with it? And I'm okay with whatever criticism you give us on that one. But then in the same, in the same token with criticism, I'm fine with, how do you feel about us just simply expressing our opinions, whether it aligns with what you may believe based upon what you've seen, or it does not? I just want to hear from a retired law enforcement,
Yeah, that's a great question. So here's my position. I think, we're in the 21st century here, right? And just kind of like, when 8 tracks faded out, everybody said, well, what's this? Oh, it's a cassette tape. Okay. And then when they faded out, everybody said, well, what's this? Oh, it's a CD. Okay. Well, I think law enforcement's going through a metamorphosis with the 21st century here. I really believe there has to be a paradigm shift. And you guys are proof of it. I mean, you've solved 20 plus, cases, that 20
I guess I should add my picture, huh? Oh my God, what a night. Jeez. Hush. Did you find what you were looking for on that video? Somebody was looking for something, and you said you missed it or something. It's fixing to come up. Okay, I'll mute myself again and finish playing it.
Four cases. That's a track record. Okay, that's not something that just happens. Okay, that this is you guys have a proven strategy. You know, my personal opinion, I would love to see law enforcement, even dive teams, embrace you and say, okay, well, what strategies are you utilizing? And, you know, kind of bring you in on a, you know, train the trainer class. It doesn't mean, and you've never been like this, and since I've known you anyway, you've never been like, hey, I've got all the answers. And I know, Doug, I've watched your stuff, you know, as well. You're not that guy. I watched you intently when you discovered that car. Go, okay, I've got to think through this process. Okay, and you know, the fact that an agency may or may not have the courage to call you and say we need help. Okay, that paradigm needs to shift. Because this was clearly a situation, and I know they assigned somebody, but it wasn't, you know, I don't know how you want to, you know, describe that, but you know, they said go, and you guys went, okay, and you did what you did, and you know what, you brought peace to the family, okay, and you resolved the situation. Now, you know, they can do, to your point, they can do what they do, okay, and let them chase it down. Okay. That's not wrong to have an opinion if you have observations under that water of what you believe. Okay, it's never what it is. I had I met a guy, and I shared this on another podcast a while ago. I had a guy named Jigsaw John. He was in LAPD homicide for 44 years. Okay, that's what they used to call him, Jigsaw John. Okay, and no, it over and over and over again. And the smaller agencies are embracing it, saying, hey, we don't have this skill set. We need A, B, C, and D. Okay. And so now these agencies that are kind of in between the mid-sized agencies, you know, the larger agencies, New York, LA, and all the other guys. I mean, those guys, they have a track record. This is what we do. This is how we do it. We got a track record, et cetera, et cetera. And then everybody
Shut down New York. He actually took their phone for front.
Not you guys. I'm just saying, you know, LE needs to check the ego.
I love Chris McDonough, but I wished he'd be quiet and let AWP talk just for a little bit. Because he's the guest, or they're his guest, so they should be the ones talking. Okay.
A little bit and say, hey, these guys did A, B, C, and D. And thank goodness they did.
Hey, one thing I want to drop, and I've not put this out there publicly, but I'd like to do so on your show tonight, just for
Sure.
some of those that might be on here that want to critique the way that we did it differently on this one. Is that, you know, we were really quick to actually put out a notice on Facebook this go around. Like, we've notified the family members that we had access to it, and we've notified law enforcement, and they were not even on scene yet as far as law enforcement. But there's a reason why we did that we left it out of the video, and we've never mentioned it publicly But I had to address it with somebody privately that I had a good relationship with them, and unfortunately, I had to end that relationship because they didn't come to me. If you have a question, come to me and say, "Why did you do it this way this time instead of the way that you normally do it?" Well, what people didn't know and realize is that from time to time we have news agencies that are a fly on the wall. They're with us all day long. And in this particular case, we actually had the New York Post with us. That's why you see the New York Post was the very first one to go out there to the public. And you saw that Doug shut everybody's phones down. Well, he also shut down New York Post. He actually took their phone from them and said, "You're
Wow.
turning that phone off now. You are not going with keeping this until we have 100% positive identification." And so we were a lot quicker to make our announcement sooner than we normally do, because is it better for us to control the narrative on it rather than we know how news agencies don't always get it right. And so that is why we beat them to the punch, because they were standing there with us side by side that day to make sure that we controlled it.
As well as 20 other media representatives that were on the other side of the reservoir. So it was, everything that you see.
I said I was still muted. I forgot. And it's a pain in the butt when you're trying to go back and forth to unmute yourself just so you can say one little thing. But, and I love hearing Chris McDonough's stories. I do. But I want to hear what the guests have to say, because this is important. I mean, normally if you have a guest, they have something that they need to say. Sherry has to stop it and comment to see. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah, a timestamp would be good, but it's fine. For now, from now on, in Sherry's opinion, I will have the shocking new news timestamp for you live. Oh, okay. That's fine. I mean, sometimes, you just don't think about it. And this is kind of a surprise live, and we're just talking, and, it's okay. Not a problem. So is it coming up, or what he wanted to reveal? Keep watching. Okay. All right. I will pause. I'm going to mute myself again.
On camera is what it is, but there's a lot that the public doesn't know, like what he just explained. There's a reason. There's like you said, this isn't our first time doing it, and we do it with integrity and respect and a lot of responsibility, and we go out of our way to mitigate any risks whatsoever, whether that's to our image, the family's image, or law enforcement image. So it was done very professionally, and then there's a lot the public doesn't know. And it's success, and the recent results that we've been able to produce over the last few years, and they're going to always overshadow anything else anybody else has to say.
Yeah, no, the results always speak for themselves, right? And there's always going to be somebody or something that's going to Monday morning quarterback. I mean, just welcome.
And I tell you what,
yeah,
and I tell you what, we love criticism, fair criticism, because what's happening, if it's fair and if it's legit, we're learning, we're building, we're growing. so that if it's legit criticism, bring it. Like we actually, we want that, so that way we can become better, but if it's not, yeah,
Like right now, I have some criticism. This is Doug's computer and his, new live cam stream setup, and he doesn't know how to get this camera to quit
It's-
blowing out. So
look, we could
that's my
easily turn
criticism
it
for you
we could
right
easily
now.
turn
Is
it.
that going to take care of it?
Oh, yeah,
No, that doesn't
if
take
you
care of
turn
that.
all the way around, it's
Yeah,
the backdrop.
it is what it is.
It's the backdrop.
I love it.
But yes,
I
but
love
like
it.
Doug said, I'll take it aside. We are always learning, and yeah, real criticism we don't mind. The trolls that are straight up trolling us, we don't even respond to it anymore. It doesn't make a bit of difference, and we've learned to have extremely thick skin, and it is what it is.
Yeah, we're
well-
focusing on positives and helping families, and that's all we're focused on. The rest we don't care about. We're gonna always continue to keep it moving forward and do wonderful things in the world.
Amen. And you know what? That's the clarity of focus. You don't have to look in the rearview mirror. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting better at doing it, because to your point, you're going to keep learning. We all learn. I mean, just there's an old saying: "Who's the fool? The fool." I'm just going to start looking for stuff, and then that progressed into I'm going to start looking for cars. The bigger news going forward, I think law enforcement is going to pay attention. That's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be my prediction.
I can say overall, law enforcement across the country, for the most part, the majority love us to death. We've spoken recently with some of the biggest law enforcement agencies in the entire nation, and they are behind us 100%. They're reaching out whenever they can, with questions on how to better their systems, or whether it's the talking with the FBI about things that I cannot discuss right now. But there's a lot of, like you said, the results are opening a lot of eyes, but there's a lot of states and agencies that are wanting to know what we're doing, how we're doing it, modeling what we're doing.
Yep.
And it's a big learning experience, and they are. This is different. Every search is different.
Some people are in here and they want to learn something new. Some of the cases that you're working on that they just came off of with new information that's not even been out there yet, they might be able to share with you, as well as he kind of touched on that whole FBI thing. I'll just say that there's some bombshell information on a case that we've been working on that we're going to revisit that case, and we're going to discuss that. And we have some what do they call that, confidential informants that are no longer informants, that we're going to have them on as well. That's really going to take this case to new direction. But there's always that what if that information is not credible, that you just never know. Anyway, they can touch on that a little bit more. Chris, I appreciate
Jared, thank you as always, buddy. And we're going to grab some more pizza and some donuts on me next time. The cop rolls.
It sounds good. Let me bump Nick on, and thank you
All right,
everybody else for being here and supporting everybody here.
Send my best to your family, buddy.
Will
Thank
do.
you.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. So, Doug, while we're waiting for Nick to come in, let's see here. I'll wait for him.
He's coming. He's here. Oh, there he is.
There he is. Hey, buddy.
You can't
Nice
see
to
his
meet
head.
you.
Here, should I put a hat on?
Where's your hat, man? It's
hat
all
on,
blown
hat
out here.
Up a little bit.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
sunny. It
that
wasn't
was-
sunny a little bit ago, but it's sunny now.
Was that it? I sped past it. Okay.
Thing, because we do provide our services for free to families and law enforcement agencies, and knock on wood, we're good at what we do, and we're learning. Every case is different. Every search is
Okay,
different.
back up more
And-
or what?
By documenting it, everybody's watching it, and everybody's able to learn from it as well. So it's a
Learning from it. Yeah. They're definitely learning from it, and that's powerful. Hey,
Yeah,
but anyway, I do need to get going with what I've got going on over here.
Okay.
get Nick, and I'm going to bump him in here. And yeah, I mean, why don't you guys discuss? I know that some people are in here and they want to learn something new. Some of the cases
Do
that
I
you're
need
working
to
on
go
that they,
back
that
more?
they just came off of with new information that's not even been out there yet. They might be able to share with you, as well as, he kind of touched on that whole FBI thing. I'll just say that there's, some bombshell information on a case that we've been working on that we're going to.
No, it had to have been back here more.
You're doing keep getting better at doing it, because to your point, you're going to keep learning. We all learn. I mean, just there's an old saying: who's the fool himself or the fool who followed?
Okay, which way do I need to go? Do I need to go back some more? I know you said I sped past it, but is it before this or what is it? Do you know? Yeah, I put in there. I love Doug. He's a good man. I've seen him talk a lot, and he's got a good soul. Back more. What was it that he said? Tell me. What was it that Jared revealed? Because the only thing that I saw was him talking about having confidential informants. Oh, my legs are swollen. Dang. Double rainbows. What was it Jared said? In this one? Oh. I know that one that he did. The other one I was wanting to show you was he was wanting everybody to share it out. It was about these cops that stopped this man, and this man was just having a mental episode or maybe something that was related to drugs. I think it was mental, not drug related, but there was a cop, this one in particular cop, shot him through the windshield of this guy's car. The guy never got out of his car. He wasn't threatening them or anything else. And the cop shot him 6 times. It was just ridiculous. It was overkill. But I can get some timestamps on that video, and the confidential informants. Yeah, I played it. We didn't go past it. I played it. You didn't hear it? Because yeah, he talked about it. I didn't speed past it, I promise. Because he said something about he needed to tell, and I don't know if he was talking about Kylie's case or maybe Jolissa's case or what, because he didn't say. But the confidential informants. Yeah, I played that part. You can go back and on the video, on my video, and look. I did play it. But the other video that he did, and I'm not even sure when that one was, but he had Josh on. Josh was with him, and he told Josh that he said, "I want you to handle this case. I want you to cover it." So Josh is going to make some videos. Josh is with the lab. I don't know if you watch him or not. I like Josh. I like him. He's a good guy. Even after the audio came out, that he said what he said. I took it as just guys talking. You know how guys talk when they get together, or women have a way of talking when they get together. So I didn't take it as being bad. What did Josh say? Oh, several things. He was just talking about just different things, but it was kind of inappropriate things. Sent what? Marcy. What did you send? Did you send me an email? Is that what you're talking about? I'll check my email and see whenever we get off here and see if that's what you're talking about. Because if you say sent it, I don't know what you're talking about or who you're talking to. It's hard to understand chat a lot of times because the way people write, I guess. Timestamp 26. Two hours and 5 minutes and 55 seconds. I guess that's what that means. But I don't understand timestamp 26. 2 hours and 5 minutes. I can understand. But I don't know where the 26 comes in. Oh, you left to find a timestamp. The timestamp on this video or another video. 2:05. I'm gonna try this here. I'm not even gonna mute myself. 2:05. Okay, that's where I'm at right now. Look at that. 2:05.55. 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 55 seconds. But where's the 26 come in? Where's the 26 at? I don't see a 26, but this is exactly where it's at. How did that happen? That's pretty good. Okay.
And so So you know what, you guys in my book, you're top shelf in my book, because I've watched you guys run with this whole idea. And Jared, you and I had some personal talks on this stuff about what your vision was when this all started, and I was like, go. Did I not say just go, man? You're gonna make it happen.
You've seen this thing grow over the last couple of years for sure.
Yeah, and you've done it. You guys are now doing it at a level that people have to step back. And this is kind of like that growing pain, right? You're in this place where, I remember one time and I'm just gonna give you an anecdote. I'm sorry, forgive me up front. And you know what? There's a lot of growth that you guys have just, and you did it. You delivered. Loose lips sink ships. And people don't understand that principle, right? Because you have a responsibility, the people that called you in on it. You fulfilled that. Because now you also have dealt with those different dynamics. And I know Nick is processing some stuff. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Being this was his first time. And here's the bigger news. Going forward, I think law enforcement,
they're reaching out whenever they can, with questions on how to better their systems or whether it's that's the biggest thing. Learning every case is different.
Aaron, I mean, why don't you guys discuss? I know that some people are in here and they want to learn something new. Some of the cases that you're working on that, this case is, new direction. But there's always that what if. Aaron's supporting everybody.
my best to your family, buddy. Thank you. Yeah.
So
Doug, we're waiting for Nick to come in. With folks such as yourself who have proven themselves that, hey, this is what we do. This is how we do it. We gotta try.
This is
With
how we
folks
do
such as
it.
yourself.
This is how we do it.
Who have proven themselves that, hey, this is what we do. This is how we do it. We got a track record, et cetera, et cetera. And then everybody can say, okay, well, you guys do it.
You can have one
And
of
if you
those
get
caramel
something,
apples.
let us know, turn it over. And that's what you do. You've been doing this for a long time. And so, kudos to
And
you.
what?
And, hopefully we'll see more and more agencies start to embrace it. And quite frankly,
No, I thought
check
you
your
could
ego
do.
at the door. Not you guys. I'm just saying, Ellie needs to check the ego a little bit and say, hey, these guys did A, B, C, and D. And thank goodness they did.
Hey, one thing I want to drop, and I've not put this out there publicly, but I'd like to do so on your show tonight, just for
Sure.
some of those that might be on here that want to critique the way that we did it differently on this one. Is that we were really quick to actually put out a notice on Facebook this go around. Like, we notified the family members that we had access to it, and we notified law enforcement, and they were not even on scene yet as far as law enforcement. But there's a reason why we did that we left it out of the video, and we've never mentioned it publicly. But I had to address it with somebody privately that I had a good relationship with them, and unfortunately, I had to end that relationship because they didn't come to me. If you have a question, come to me and say, "Why did you do it this way this time instead of the way that you normally do it?" Well, what people didn't know and realize is that from time to time, we have news agencies that are a fly on the wall. They're with us all day long. And in this particular case, we actually had the New York Post with us. That's why you see the New York Post was the very first one to go out there to the public. And you saw that Doug shut everybody's phones down. Well, he also shut down New York Post. He actually took their phone from them and said, "You're turning that phone off now. You are not going with keeping this until we have 100% positive identification." And so we were a lot quicker to make our announcement sooner than we normally do, because is it better for us to control the narrative on it rather than we know how news agencies don't always get it right. And so that is why we beat them to the punch, because they were standing there with us side by side that day to make sure that we controlled it.
As well as 20 other media representatives that were on the other side of the reservoir. So it was, everything that you see on camera is what it is, but there's a lot that the public doesn't know, like what he just explained. There's a reason. There's like you said, this isn't our first time doing it, and we do it with integrity and respect and a lot of responsibility. And we go out of our way to mitigate any risks whatsoever, whether that's to our image, the family's image, or law enforcement image. So, it was done very professionally, and there's a lot the public doesn't know. And, it's success and, the recent results that we've been able to produce over the last few years, they're going to always overshadow anything else anybody else has to say.
Yeah, no, the results always speak for themselves, right? And, there's always going to be somebody or something that's going to, Monday morning quarterback. I mean, just, welcome.
And I tell you what,
yeah,
I tell you what, we love criticism, fair criticism, because what's happening if it's fair and if it's legit, we're learning, we're building, we're growing. So that if it's legit criticism, bring it. Like we actually, we want that, so that way we can become better. But if it's not,
like right now, I have some criticism. This is Doug's computer and his, new life cam stream setup, and he doesn't know how to get this camera to quit blowing out. So
look, we could
that's my
easily turn
criticism
it.
for you.
We could easily turn
Is
it.
that going to take care of it?
Oh, yeah, if you turn all the way around, it's
Yeah,
the backdrop.
it is. It is.
It's the backdrop.
I love it.
But yes,
I
but
love
like Doug said, I'll take it aside. We are always learning, and yeah, real criticism we don't mind. The trolls that are straight up trolling us, we don't even respond to it anymore. It doesn't make a bit of difference, and we've learned to have extremely thick skin, and it is what it is.
Yeah, we're
well-
focused on positives and helping families, and that's all we're focused on. The rest we don't care about. We're gonna always continue to keep it moving forward and do wonderful things in the world.
Amen. And you know what? That's the clarity of focus. You don't have to look in the rearview mirror. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting better at doing it, because to your point, you're going to keep learning. We all learn. I mean, just there's an old saying: "Who's the fool? The fool himself, or the fool who follows?" Okay. And so
I have an
you
email.
guys
Yay.
in my book,
Okay.
you're top shelf in my book, because I've watched you guys run with this whole idea. And Jared, you and I had some personal talks on this stuff about what your vision was when this all started, and I was like, go. Did I not say just go, man? You're gonna make it happen.
You've seen this thing grow over the last couple of years for sure.
Yeah, and you've done it. You guys are now doing it at a level that people have to step back. And this is kind of like that growing pain, right? You're in this place where, I remember one time I'm just gonna give you an anecdote. I'm sorry, forgive me up front, but I had a caper where it was horrific, and I came out of this crime scene, and all I had was a transfer on the wall. And my boss, and I looked up, and there were 13 satellite trucks. This was before technology had advanced. And my boss looked at me and he says, "What do you have?" And I said, "Nothing." And he was like, "What do you mean nothing?" I said, "We have nothing, absolutely nothing." And you know what? There's a lot of growth that comes with that idea. And you started with that idea that says, you know what? I'm just going to start looking for stuff. And then that progressed in, I'm going to start looking for cars. And then that progressed in, I'm going to start looking for people missing in cars. Okay. And now you're at this point where you guys have just found, a national, international story case.
Yeah.
And here's the big news. And Doug, you did it. You delivered. Loose lips sink ships. And people don't understand that principle, right? Because you have a responsibility, the people that called you in on it. You fulfill.
Okay, let me see here. Okay. So it's weird though that Marcy didn't send this. I put my email in there Is Marcy still in here? Yeah. I don't. She's using somebody else's email or not email, but somebody else's profile or whatever. I don't know what they're called. Because somebody hacked her information and stuff. So she's using this one, which, you know, that's fine. I don't care. But I guess that's why she didn't have my email. And so she's using somebody else's, which, I mean, that doesn't bother me. I want to know if Marcy's in here, because had she, see, I have questions for her. I guess I can email her back. I mean, I don't know if she's wanting me to do a reading on this guy, or if I have in the past done a reading on him, or what. I don't know what she is wanting, or if she's still in here. Let's see. His name sounds familiar. I don't know if she's asked me about him, or if I've done a reading on him, or what the deal is. I might have already. Don't know. But I'm glad you guys sent this to me. I'll call you after the live. Okay. Is she okay? You'll explain. Well, yeah, I can call you. I'm. I'll look over his other interview. I'll show it to you. It's this one right here. Whoa.
Alcohol and or having obviously a mental situation here. Okay. And you know that it's a simple scenario. It's really not this is not a complicated situation. This is a scenario that could have been handled even up to this point.
Is it echoing?
You know, hey Christian. Yeah. So what's going on here, buddy? Oh man, you know, I'm you know, this and that. I'm looking for bushes and all this, because he was telling the dispatchers that. Okay. Hey, I understand you have some weapons in the vehicle. Yeah, okay. But remember, he volunteered to throw them out. And the officer.
This just happened. I don't remember. He says, I just had to try and skip over the music real quick, because I can't have music. But there's Buddy. Okay, this should be the very beginning, after the music. Oh, it's lit. Okay. Well, come on.
Man, I've got. Is that me playing guitar, Justin? No. I could probably play that though, to be honest with you. That said, man, I got to tell you, I saw this caper. I've been tracking it for a little bit,
And tonight is going to be, I'm going to give you a little heads up. There's going to be, some content in it that's potentially, graphic in relationship to verbiage and that type of stuff. And so we always ask that you, our mods, that you respect our mods and keep things classy and that you keep the chat classy. But, like anybody that knows me knows
Okay.
that I'm a pretty straight shooter.
Oops.
And having worked, a homicide.
I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I won't go ahead and play that one right now anyway. But because I didn't see, if I don't mute myself, it echoes. So I stopped that. But he's adorable. Yeah. I don't want a Jack Russell. That kind of dog has more energy than the Energizer Bunny. Do you watch Michelle After Dark when she's walking her dogs or running around and playing and stuff? I love watching that. She has that one that is it's like a fox. Hers is like a fox terrier. They were bred to catch the foxes before they go in the hole, or they'll dig them out of the hole or whatever. I like her. But you know what? I've been on here for over 2 hours. So I'll go ahead and get off here for now. And I will work towards that other video, and we'll sit and talk, and I will call you here in just a few minutes, if that's okay, because you asked me to call you. Her country, yes, it is. I would love to go. I would love to go to England and Ireland. I'd really like to go to Ireland, and I'd like to go to Africa. There's a lot of, and Jamaica. I would love to go to South America, but it's too dangerous. But I like the way the Cubans talk. They have a sexy accent, I think. But okay, well, I'll let you go for now, and I will call you here in just a minute, okay? But you guys have a great night, and thank you for coming in. Like the video, subscribe. It's free. And have a good night, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.